My toddler cried over my ugly drawing. No, my artwork sells for thousands. I never thought the harshest art critic I'd ever face would be my 3-year-old daughter. 2 years ago, I was sketching at our kitchen table while she colored beside me. When she looked over at my drawing of our backyard oak tree, her little face crumpled. "That's ugly Paratsies," she announced with that brutal toddler honesty. "Trees aren't scary." I looked down at my sketch, paired all harsh angles, twisted branches, and shadowy textures. It wasn't a traditional pretty tree, but I'd been experimenting with expressing emotion through distortion. From partly, I'd veered into scary tree territory. "Maybe you were right," I laughed, trying to hide my hurt. I'd always dreamed of being an artist, but after my art school rejection and 10 years as a graphic designer, creating exactly what clients wanted, my creative confidence was fragile that night. After tucking her in, I stared at the scary tree drawing. My daughter's criticism stung because there was truth in it. I wasn't drawing what I saw, but what I felt. The oak tree in our yard represented strength and resilience to me, but also the weight of responsibilities, the twisted paths of life. Instead of throwing it away, I did something I hadn't done in years. I kept going. I added more intensity, more distortion, leaning fully into the emotion. If it was going to be scary, I'd make it powerfully so. The next morning, my daughter found the finished piece on the table. She tilted her head, studying it with serious eyes. "It's still scary," she declared, "but scary can be pretty too." For years, I'd been creating safe, client-approved designs, suppressing my natural artistic voice because it wasn't pretty enough. My daughter's brutal honesty hadn't been rejection, it had been recognition. I created an Instagram account called Scary But Pretty and posted my tree. Then I drew our house with the same emotional distortion. Then the playground we visited every Tuesday, ordinary things seen through an emotional lens. Within 3 months, I had 30,000 followers. An Indo gallery owner DM'd me about showing my work. My first exhibition sold out in 2 hours with pieces going for $800, $2,500 each. Yesterday, I received an email from the prestigious art school that rejected me 12 years ago. They want me to be a guest lecturer on emotional landscape, finding your artistic voice. The email arrived while my daughter and I were drawing together at the kitchen table. When I told her about it, she nodded seriously and said, "They want you because you make scary things pretty." I looked at her drawing a house with impossibly tall walls, windows like uneven eyes, a door that seemed to float. It was wonderfully perfectly distorted. "Is my house scary, Patchett?" she asked, uncertain. "It's perfectly scary," I told her, "and absolutely beautiful." Some people tell you to fix what's wrong with your work. Others help you discover that what makes it wrong might be exactly what makes it extraordinary.